This face right here. Everybody can see this face? Okay. This face used to represent my life. It's nice. It's perfect. In one piece, just as it should be. But there was a time when that wasn't the case. Instead, it seemed like my life was cracked and broken just like that vase. But it wasn't really a low self-image or anything like that I was dealing with, but rather something in my past. When I was 7, I was sexually molested by my dad's best friend. And at the time, I didn't know what to do. And immediately I felt overwhelmed by feelings of shame and guilt and embarrassment. I thought that maybe somehow what had happened was my fault. And I just couldn't understand how somebody that I had known since I was a baby and had trusted completely would do something like that to me. But what I didn't know was that I wasn't alone. This same man was also sexually molesting 2 of my female cousins. None of us knew that it was happening to each other because we were all too scared to say something. We were afraid that if we spoke up that nobody would believe us or that people would look at us differently. And it hurt too much to think about. It was just so much easier to forget. So I thought I could put this in the back of my mind and that it would never affect me. But as I got older, I began to see just how much what had happened in my past had impacted my life. I didn't trust people. It was hard for me to be open with them. I especially didn't trust men. I was always wondering what their true motives really were. And so I wound up ruining every relationship that I got involved in. And for a long time, I thought the way that I had been treated by that one man would be the way that I'd be treated by all men. But not only could I see how what had happened affected me, but my cousins as well. And I'd watch them go from guy to guy, from relationship to relationship, sleeping around, trying to forget the pain they were feeling, trying to forget about the past. But they weren't ever able to do so. And they'd only become more broken and emptier with each person they gave themselves away to. And eventually, one of my cousins became a single mother of 3 children, all 3 fathered by different men. And as I watched my cousins, I thought, I don't want to be like them. I don't want to take the past they've taken. And it was when I was in college that I finally began to open up about my past. And it was then that I began to get healing and understanding. And I could finally see that although at one time my life was broken, it seemed like it was broken. In fact, it wasn't destroyed. Instead, I allowed the experiences in my life to shape me to the person I've become today. Somebody I'm proud of. I can stand for you guys and say I'm still a virgin. I will be until the day I marry. I've graduated from college. I have a 4-year degree. I plan on one day working for the government. And I'm currently working towards pursuing other goals and dreams I've set for myself. And so I believe Kevin stated earlier that 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually molested by the time they're 18. And it's so important that you realize that if it's happened to you or somebody you know, that it's not your fault. It's never your fault. No matter what the circumstances were or the situation, whatever happened, you are not the one to blame. And it's so important that you report it, that you tell a trusted adult, someone in your life that you know will do something about it so that it can stop happening to you and it can stop happening to other people. Thank you.